What is going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on, honey? All right, now listen. I see it's 100 of y'all up in here already, and we ain't even all the way a minute in. But I am here. I regret to inform you guys that this news is very true. Now I'm gonna tell you guys right now. There have been some rumblings about this whole situation for the last couple of days. Tasha K put it out there today. Nobody believed it. There was other, Instagram pages and Twitter pages mumbling about it. Now I'm gonna say this. Now I saw this on the message board that there were some people that pretty much noticed that Kandi took the Tucker off of her name. That's what people noticed. Now let me go ahead and go on Instagram real quick, because we do have to talk about it now. Y'all know we do. We got to talk about it now. And I wasn't really trying to stop trying to call me. I'm really listen, like I'm just as flustered as y'all, okay? Because y'all know I love me some Kandi and Todd, honey. But this came out of nowhere, and nobody was really expecting this, y'all. So let me just start off with this. This is one of the first things that people notice. Now let me share my screen real quick, okay? Let me share my screen. Now, as you guys, I don't know if y'all can see it that good or not, but here it is. So the first thing that people notice is that Kandi took the Burruss Tucker out of her name. Now we all know that her Instagram name was always just simply Kandi, but on this particular situation, up under there it says Kandi Burruss, she, her, right? But normally she had Kandi Burruss Tucker right there, so she took the Tucker off. Now there were some people that noticed that she wasn't wearing her engagement ring. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, now let me go to this Instagram page called Mr. Housewives. Right, we're gonna because people has pretty much put this out there that they're no longer that they're getting divorced. So that's how we know that this is true, because they put it out there. Now let's go ahead and get into what the people have noticed. Now, this was posted earlier today. This was posted like 8 hours ago. And it said that rumors are swirling that Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker have separated, and fans have pointed out Kandi's missing wedding ring. Okay. Now let's get into all of these clues. Now, that was the first thing where they noticed that she didn't have her wedding ring on. That was at BravoCon. She didn't have her wedding ring on right here. Okay. The next one was this. She didn't have her wedding ring on this picture either. She didn't have a wedding ring on when she was in Dubai. And if you guys follow her, you do know that she was recently in Dubai with Carmen, okay, for her birthday. This was a picture of her and the kids. There was no ring on her finger on this picture. There was no ring on her finger when she was pictured with Riley. There was no ring on her. There was a ring on her finger in July, right? Then in July, there was a ring on the finger. In June, there was a ring on her finger. October 2025, there was a ring on his finger. November 2025, there's a ring on his finger. November 2025, there was a ring and some ass behind him. Then that was the picture of him and Kandi and the kids. Okay, so let's get into what this original post has said. Now, like I said before already, the reason why I decided to come on out and do this live is because People Magazine have put it out there. Now, this is what this post has said. Now, this was 8 hours ago, and it says this: former RHOA stars Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker have allegedly separated, according to blogger Tasha K, who dropped the bomb on her platform. Now, fans also noticed that Kandi and Todd haven't been posting photos together like they used to, and Kandi has reportedly stopped wearing her wedding ring. The last time she was seen with it on was back in August. Now, listen, there could be very normal explanations for all of this. First of all, both Kandi and Todd stay booked and busy. They juggle multiple jobs, productions, and businesses. Their schedules could easily be keeping them in different places at different times. It might simply be a season where they haven't had time to show up together. As for Kandi not wearing her wedding ring, there are a million reasons that don't equal divorce. Weight loss or gain can change the way a ring fits. Rings sometimes get resized. Sometimes they get misplaced. Sometimes you just forget to put it on. Todd is wearing his, so it's very possible that Kandi isn't wearing hers due to weight fluctuation or comfort. I honestly don't believe they're separating, but since the internet is buzzing, I'd figure I'd share the gossip. But let me be clear, it'll break my heart if they divorced. I absolutely hate seeing black couples split up. Kandi and Todd married in 2014 and shared two beautiful children together. Now that was the post 8 hours ago, y'all. Now, let me go over here and because what we're doing right now, we just getting y'all wound up for all these posts that were made. Now let's go over here to Tasha K. Now Tasha K, where is it at? Because she posted it earlier today and I'm trying to find it, y'all. Okay. Now, this is Tasha K's post. Now, she says social media users have begun questioning the status of Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker's marriage after fans noticed that she quietly removed Tucker from her Instagram profile and has recently been spotted without her wedding ring, y'all. So here we go. Now, this is what I just told y'all right here. She noticed that the Tucker wasn't in her name. And then it says, yes, Kandi Burruss removed her married name Tucker from her Instagram profile and now goes by Kandi Burruss. Previously, her Instagram display name read Kandi Burruss Tucker. Okay. There she go without a wedding ring. And then it says, so granted was right. And then, I don't want to put that up there because I don't want to get struck. Okay. Now that was Tasha K when she was reporting on this. Now, let's go ahead and get into the article from People. Now I'm going to come back on the screen, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it, okay? And it's 347 of y'all up in here. So thank you guys for tuning in today. If you're brand new to the platform, baby, go ahead and subscribe to my platform if you're new to this platform, y'all, all right? Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the People magazine article. So let me shift it on over here some, okay? Let me go ahead and shift this thing on over here so y'all can see the People article. Even if you can't see it, I will be reading the article, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna be reading this People article so y'all can get it and do whatever. Okay, so let's get into it. Now it states RHOA alum Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker split after 11 years of marriage, a difficult and emotional time. Exclusive. Okay. So it states the Real Housewives of Atlanta star and her producer husband have been married since April of 2014. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star announced that she was splitting from her husband, Todd Tucker, on November the 21st. I ask for privacy, grace, and understanding as we navigate this transition with our family, she says in a statement. The couple wedded on April 2014 and welcomed 2 children together. Now let's get into the article, y'all. Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker are going their separate ways after 11 years of marriage. After deep thought and a lot of prayer, I've made the decision to move forward with a divorce. This is a difficult and emotional time, but my focus remains on protecting my peace and being the best mother that I can be in co-parenting with love and respect, Burruss tells People in an exclusive statement. I'm stepping into a new chapter, pouring into my work, my family, and my own growth. I'm grateful to everyone who supported us throughout the years, and I ask for privacy, grace, and understanding as we navigate this transition with our family. Burruss, age 49, and her husband Tucker, age 52, met while filming the 4th season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta and announced their engagement in January of 2013. They tied the knot the following year in April. Since then, the pair have welcomed 2 children, Ace, who is 9 years old, and a daughter, Blaze, that is 5. Both also have children from previous relationships. Burruss' daughter, Riley, who's age 20, and Tucker's daughter, Kayla, who is 26. In October of 2022, Burruss told People that the secret to their happy marriage was just great communication and having fun together. We have a real understanding of each other, she added. The pair also teamed up professionally on a variety of projects. A soul food restaurant chain in Georgia, a trucking company, and a Bravo series about their family and restaurant business are just a few of their collaborations. On November the 14th, Burruss was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Bravos during the BravoCon in 2025 in Las Vegas, and she thanked Tucker in her acceptance speech. To Todd, thank you for surviving the blogs, the shade, the rumors, the lies, the truth, the almost fights, the actual fights, the reunions. You earned this award too, she said. The singer-songwriter who made her Broadway debut in Chicago in 2018, it will make her Broadway return on December the 11th, starring in Juliet, which will run through March the 8th. Has since built an impressive resume as a theater producer. She earned a Tony Award nomination for The Piano Lesson and produced acclaimed revivals of The Wiz, The Piano Lesson, Thoughts of a Colored Man, and last year's Othello, led by Denzel Washington and Jake. Burruss previously shared with people that the couple's career ambitions were quite aligned. We have intertwined our wants and desires. We have all these dreams, and sometimes I'll be all out of the box and he'll still be like, okay, babe, let's do it. In honor of their 8th wedding anniversary in March of 2022, the reality star shared a video montage featuring photos of her and Tucker together, set to her song Forever Love featuring Q Parker. The images were captured throughout the years and included the couple smiling with their marriage license, as well as at a NASCAR event on the red carpet. Okay. We got that Forever Kind of Love. Happy anniversary, my love, at Todd 167. She captioned the clip. You were the perfect man for me, and I'm a better me with you. 8 years and a lifetime to go. Tucker opted to post a photo slideshow of the couple and echoed his wife's sentiments about their everlasting romance. 8 years of blessings, and God is so amazing and he makes no mistakes. We have a forever kind of love, he wrote in the caption. I look forward to our future in a lifetime of love. Happy anniversary to my amazing wife, Kandi. I love you. And that was the People magazine article. Okay. Now listen, y'all. First of all, I'm gagged. Let's start there. I'm gagged by this. I'm very gagged. But I'm not happy about this. And you know what's so crazy to me is that there's a lot of people out there that have been waiting for them to divorce, right? And I've always been that type of person that has always felt like this, you know, they're good together. I love them together. They're going to make it. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what you want, you know, especially for couples that you follow on TV and stuff, like you really want them to make it and stuff like that. Like that is something that I wanted them to do. Like I really wanted them to defy the odds and really like have this forever relationship and just grow old together with all of the businesses that they have together and like all of the things that they've definitely accomplished with one another. You feel what I'm saying? I've always wanted them to make it, but I do find it sad that a lot of people are just happy about them divorcing. But I'm glad that I see DB just said the same thing I was just about to say. I am happy that they're not on the show while they're dealing with this. I am happy that they're not on the show while they're dealing with this, because if they were, that would probably make things way worse. And although their lives are very public, I do think that this divorce that they are going through is probably better suited for it not being on TV. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, I didn't want to believe this at all. Like I've been seeing rumblings about this for the last few days. Like I've been seeing this time and time again for the last couple of days, and I just didn't want to believe it. But baby, it's hard not to believe it at this point. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, I really thought that they were happy together. But the thing about it is you can't necessarily say, you know, what somebody's doing and how happy they just might be or what they're not. You know what I mean? Like we don't know what's going on in behind people's you know, doors and stuff like this. You feel what I'm saying? Like we don't know what be going on. And you know, people can appear to be happy sometimes, and then you know what I mean, we find out that they've been going through shit for years at a time and stuff like that. And you know, they have went through a lot of shit, from Mama Joyce from the very beginning, talking down on their relationship, saying that he was using her and that he was an opportunist, and you know, all that other shit. Like Mama Joyce was the pinnacle at the very beginning. Then you know, Phaedra and Portia out here saying that they like to get down with the get down, and you know, put shit in the girls' drinks and stuff and get them to go to sex dungeons and stuff like that. Like it's just a lot of stuff that they have had to go through and see. and deal with and stuff like that. So I, for one, am not happy about this situation, like in the least bit. Like, I'm not happy about this. Like, I hate that they're getting a divorce. But you know, and when I say this, because I don't want this to go against everything that I be saying all the time, and that's just me when I say that I don't have any couple goals. There's nobody out here that I aspire to have my relationship be like, because I don't. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I never ever look to anybody as far as you know, trying to model my relationship behind them. That ain't what I do. But you know, Kandi and Todd, I just like them. I love them. Like, I've been around them before. Like, they are both cool ass people. Hey, Sammy. That's my best friend, Sammy. Make sure y'all give my friend all the attention because he's in here. My best friend Sammy is in here. But yeah, it's just like, I hate that. I hate that. And you know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. If y'all want me to be 100% real, and I know y'all do, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. Now, when I first heard about this, which was like 2 or 3 days ago, when they first started saying it on the internet, right? The first thing that I did was go to my source, right? And my source is the person that's giving me the tea on Housewives of Atlanta. My source was the person who told me, that gave me the information about Dr. Heavenly not being a main cast member on Married to Medicine. I broke that here. And days later, it came out that it was true. And all that. So I went to my source and asked them, is this shit true about Kandi and Todd? Is this shit true about Kandi and Todd? I need to know, because I don't want to report on this if this shit ain't true. I don't want to report on bullshit, especially shit like this, because people have been saying that Kandi and Todd was finna break up for many, many years now. They've been saying it for a long time now. Like, people have been predicting them breaking up for a long time now. So I was like, hey, do you have any information on this? Is this shit true? What's going on? You know what I mean? And they asked me, well, why are you saying that? Like, what happened? And I said, well, people were talking about, you know, she took the Tucker out of her name. People have been saying this. People have been saying that. So it's kind of like, okay, what's the tea? You know what I mean? Like, what's really going on here? You feel what I'm saying? So it was just like, okay. It was like, well, I haven't heard nothing. Ain't nobody saying nothing to me about it. Like, ain't nobody been whispering in my ear about this shit. So I don't know what's really going on. I don't know what the tea is. Ain't nobody said nothing. So what's going on? So I'm going to find out. But we never, ever had no conversation about it no more. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't had no conversation about it. So I was left in the dark pretty much, because nobody could tell me if that was really the case, or if that was really the tea. Nobody, you know, I didn't know. So I wasn't finna come out here and say shit without trying to find out what the tea really was, okay? Because if something like this going on in Atlanta and in that particular circle, and I know I got a source that's right there that can let me know what's going on and what's true and what's not, baby, I'm going to call my source and I am going to let them know. I'm gonna be like, hey, what's going on? What's the tea? But this time they didn't really have an answer this time, so nobody knows. So now it's out there. And I kind of had a feeling that this is a possibility that this could be true, because, you know, 9 times out of 10, Kandi would normally debunk this shit. But the more it started growing legs and she had not come out and said nothing yet, I'm like, yeah, this might be true. But I'm going to wait till an official statement come out and stuff like that. I'm going to wait until that comes out before I get on here and saying nothing. But I said, Kandi ain't said nothing yet. Normally, Kandi would debunk these rumors real quick. She would have made a post. She would have commented on something on social media. She would have made a story post. She would have did something had this shit been true for real. But by Kandi not saying nothing, that was like, okay, yeah, something's going on, and I don't know what that something is, but I know that something is going on. Something ain't clean up in this water. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. And normally he's with her at things like the BravoCon and her winning like the Lifetime Achievement Award. Like that's something that he should have been there for. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yeah, what's the tea? What's going on here? And normally she would say, my husband Todd, but she just said, shout out to Todd. But at the time, I wasn't thinking I wasn't thinking much into that. Like, I really wasn't thinking about that. Like, I wasn't really like, oh my gosh, she all she said was, shout out to Todd. Like, that's all she said. Like, she didn't really say nothing else. So it was just like, okay, so it's just like, But now that it's out here through people, baby, I know it's the truth. I know it's true. Somebody says, Todd has gotten his money up and has gotten all her connections. He stuck around long enough to get himself together, and now he can go do what he wanted. Where is Mama Joyce? Okay, and I'm pretty sure that Mama Joyce is somewhere with her chewing tobacco, just throwing her a party right about now, because she never wanted Kandi to be with this man no damn way. Okay, so I'm pretty sure she's somewhere happy as fuck, listening to Aretha Franklin, having her a good ass time. Okay, like for real. So, but there's a lot of things that people can say that could have contributed to this marriage being over, right? And a lot of it has to do with the Mama Joyce thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people would like to say that Mama Joyce is a big contributor to this situation being over and done with and things like that. Like, there's some people that says like Mama Joyce been, disrespecting that man for many, many years, many, many moons. And, she never really seen him as a real man and things like that, or whatever. Like, people do say that, people have always felt that way. People have always felt like Kandi never really put her mom in her place. Those are things that people have always said. And, who knows? Who knows? And do I believe that Kandi and Todd really loved each other? I do. I do think that Kandi loved Todd. I do think that Todd loved Kandi. I do think that that was a genuine marriage. I do think that they were like genuinely in love with one another. But sometimes things don't work. No matter how much you love somebody, sometimes things don't work. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes it just don't work out. And that's unfortunate that it don't. But it is what it is. I got questions because I'm seeing all the stuff that people are saying online. So let me ask y'all this. People constantly say that they felt like Kandi was more into Todd than Todd was into Kandi. Do y'all think that? Do y'all think that? Do y'all think that do you think that Kandi was more into Todd than Todd was into Kandi? Because like I said, that is something that has always been stated. People have been saying that for years. And I just want to know if y'all think that. I see a lot of yeses. I don't think that. Yes, no, yes, no. I think he loved her. I think it was mutual. In the beginning, I did think that. Let me see. I don't. I think they both were into each other. Okay. Yes, no, yes. I don't think so. No, I believe he genuinely loved his wife. Nope, I think it was equal. I don't. Let me see. I don't think that. No. I don't think so. They probably just grew apart because of work. No. So I see a lot of no's in here. For those of you who feel like she was into Todd more than Todd was into her, Tell me, why do you think that? Because we can have a conversation about it. Why do y'all think that? He tried to play like he was big dog because people say he was being and was his sugar mama. Ty was getting a whole lot. I want to believe he wanted Kandi bad. They really loved each other. I'm not gonna lie, something changed during their prenup ordeal. Let me see. I don't know. She shows more affection, but he never let anyone play with Kandi. I think they just grew apart. Let me see. I think it started out with an arrangement and turned into love. Wow. But I have noticed on Instagram that they haven't been together like they used to. Yeah, I really want the people who say that they feel that Kandi was more so into Ty than Ty was into her. I really want y'all to explain this to me in the comments, and then I'm gonna put y'all comments up so we can have this conversation. Okay, let me see. I think he loved her just as much. I believe he may have felt like he didn't measure up to her level of success, and that could be hard for a man. Okay, I think he couldn't take being Mr. Burruss to people. Okay. At this point, we all single this year. Oh my God, now we all single. It definitely wasn't that. Let me see. Kandi kept accomplishing more things, and that could have caused some resentment. That's true. I heard about them a month ago, but I didn't believe it at the time until maybe last week, but didn't say anything about it. Her energy versus his energy. Okay. Not true. You can tell he loves his wife. I believe they did in the beginning, but when you invited others to your bedroom, that's when the problem came. No, they both loved each other equally. I think the fallout is about their differences in business practices. Sammy clocking it. Let me go back to what Sammy said because I must have missed what he said. Let me go back up. Let me see. Yes, Kandi is a Taurus woman. Taurus women love hard. Now that they do. I do know that. Let me see. This is quite depressing, to be honest. It is. I must say that it is. Let me see. I think he loved her genuinely. Hey, Tashika, but I think with all the disrespect from Kandi's mom played a part. Ty, biggest thing was people accusing him of wanting her money when he didn't care about that. Everything hard for a man. Whoop-de-doo. Let me see. I'm glad she did a prenup, though. Let me see. D ain't lying, y'all. We all single now. I think they had grown apart. They are both strong-headed people. Oh, I saw it on Twitter days ago. Welcoming people into the bedroom is a bad idea. Not necessarily, though. I know. See, and I already knew that people would try to, make it out, make this whole thing be about the fact that, they were having threesomes and stuff like that. But I honestly don't think that that was the case here. Just being real, I really don't think that because they was out here having fun together and, probably fucking a couple of bitches together, that meant that, that was gonna cause an issue in their marriage. Because a lot of motherfuckers do shit like that in their marriage all the time. Have threesomes, do whatever the fuck they want to do, all that other stuff. But it don't really tarnish anything. So I don't really think that that's the problem. I don't. I think they could get back together once the outside agitation is gone and the kids are older and Todd won't feel like he wants a more home-based mother for his kids. Hey, my relationship ended the day before Valentine's Day. At least I could smile again now. And that was 6 years of my life. Oh, wow. Let me see. Do we know who filed first? At this point, we do not know. Wasn't there a 10-year clause in their prenup? I'm not sure. I feel like they have started a production company and they both on the same playing field in that arena. He didn't post last week when she won the Lifetime Award. He didn't. And I follow both of them. If he didn't care about the money, why is the prenup up and he leaving when he can get the money? I think that they should have not had other women in the bedroom. That can go real wrong. Let me see. Kandi is on a mission. Let me see. I don't think threesomes was the problem either. See, I don't think that that's the problem. Let me see. I feel like it's Mariah and Nick all over again without the narcissism. Ty wanted his moment eventually, and it never really happened. It was always the Kandi show, low key plus Mama Joyce. Okay. Let me see. Well, the divorce will show how much she cares about the money. Like read from BGC and her girlfriend have a third party in the relationship now. That's not for me, but to each their own. Okay. Let me see. This has been going on for a while. I noticed that Todd was promoting his Tubi movie alone, and that next Broadway production is not including him. Let me see. I think it was work. They had so many projects going on when you can have the time for each other. Okay. You might not see inviting people into your marital bed as a problem, but it is. Men will enjoy it for a little while, but if she desires women over him, that's a problem. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm speaking for me. I don't think that that was their problem. It may be a problem for you, but I don't personally think that it was a problem for them. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I think it was probably a hard decision though, because they both really liked each other. Yeah, I agree. Let me see. Let me see. It played a factor, I guarantee. Hashtag threesomes. Let me see. I noticed that he was detached when he told her that she was working too much on RHOA. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Again, the auntie clocked Todd's tea a long time ago. Maybe he was Marvin after all. Oh my God. It feels like T.I. and Tiny, except I don't see Kandi begging Todd to stay. Let me see. I feel like Kandi and Todd grew apart from each other. I mean, it's a lot of factors that we can get into. It's a lot of things that we can say that happened. You know, we can say that, you know, the threesomes played a factor in their marriage falling apart. We could say that, what else can we say? We can say that, let me see. We can say that they grew apart. We can say that they spent too much time apart. We could say that Todd was unhappy. We could say that Kandi was unhappy. We really don't know what happened and what really made them, you know, be where they are. You know, but what I don't want for them, I really, and I mean this, I really don't want them to have no messy ass divorce. That's one thing that I don't want for them. Like, I really don't want that for them. Like, I don't want nor need to see them have no messy ass divorce. Now, I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna let some of y'all come up. You know, we can have a conversation about it. If y'all want to, I'm gonna let some of y'all come up and give y'all opinions on this situation with Kandi and Todd. I want to know what you guys think. You know, I'm sitting up here doing two things at once. I'm doing a live and I'm, you know, getting my phones together because I just got me a new phone. So I'm trying to do two things at one time. So, you know, I'm trying to see, but I'm just trying to see what everybody else thinks. I just dropped the link in the chat. So if anybody wants to come up and speak their piece and give their opinion, y'all can go ahead and do so because the lines are open, honey. The lines are open. We got over 500 people up in here. And like I said already, if you brand new to the platform, you can go ahead and subscribe right now. Okay. Subscribe right now. Right now. Okay. Now let me see. Todd set this stuff up from the jump. Oh my God, Sammy. He's still handsome though. I feel something that happened behind closed doors. Hopefully the prenup and possible postnup will reduce any messiness. He did come up with the OLG, so he's probably going to get a good piece of that. Yeah, and plus they do have a lot of businesses together, like the OLG and stuff like that. Could that be possibly a part of the reason why one of the locations are the only ones that's open because of the divorce or things that they got, you know, going on with their marriage, you know, with them splitting and stuff like that? Could that be a part of it? I mean, I really don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to like, I'm kind of being like everybody else. Like, I'm kind of trying to figure out what could be the problem because they didn't show us that they were having any issues, but who knows? Like I said, no marriage is perfect. No couple is perfect. None of that. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see. But anyhow, somebody's in the back. Let me let them up real quick and let them say what they. Oh, I see y'all coming up now. I see two people back here. We're going to, if you don't want your camera on, BB, you can turn it off. Jazzy, you're first, so go ahead.
Okay, hey boo. I'm gonna just say all allegedly, but my best friend is heavy in Atlanta, you
Mm-hmm.
know, party promoting and everything. And for years, like she's been telling me that Todd, I'm gonna say allegedly because I know this is your channel and you take it
Mm-hmm.
very seriously.
Thank you.
Allegedly, like Todd, I can cuss, right?
Yeah, of course.
Todd, like he fucks on his employees, and this employee has been consistent.
Mm.
So, and I'm not sure which, you know, like locate, you know, which, you know, department of employees, because they both have a lot of businesses and stuff. But yes, like in this employee was consistent.
Mm.
And so that's what I know. And my best friend, she's very heavy like with the party stuff and the Atlanta streets and stuff like that. Party promoting, all of that. Hmm. So allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.
Okay, now you gave us a starting point with this. Now
Hmm.
you said that it's allegedly, right?
Hmm.
Allegedly,
Allegedly, yes.
he was, kind of screwing around. He be allegedly screwing with the employees, and there was
Hmm.
one employee in particular that was very, very much so consistent,
Hmm.
and he kept doing it or whatever. Did
Hmm.
it do okay? So I'm gonna ask you this: do you know how long this possibly was going on? Is there any notion of that, or
Well, we've been talking about it for I would say like since 2023. So for a minute.
oh,
And don't forget, like remember, I can't remember the name. Remember Portia? Remember that season
mm-hmm.
when he had that nickname? I can't remember that name.
Marvin?
Marvin, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, like he's not innocent. But we've been talking about it since like 2023. Like, yeah, we've been chit-chatting about it.
Oh,
But
Jesus.
you know, like people always been trying to come for like Kandi and Todd. So I'm just like, you know, I don't it is what it is. But yeah, she said this one has been consistent.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
You said now, do your friend live here in Atlanta?
Yeah, she's in Atlanta, yes.
Okay, so she lives here in Atlanta. You might,
Mm-hmm.
your friend might give me a drop in the DM for all the stuff
Got
that
it,
you
yes.
might know. But you yourself, do you believe that?
Yes.
Oh, tell me why.
I just one for me, like I don't put nothing past no like a man, like when it comes to stuff, I don't put nothing past it. And it's just I be feeling like Todd wants like cause she's younger. She's younger than Kandi. You know, the Atlanta had a Atlanta BBL bad bitches all day and
I
stuff like
see them
that.
all
Yes.
day.
So yeah, so I'm kinda that's what I think so. I really do.
Okay, you stay up here. You put a
Okay.
pin on it.
All right.
Okay, BB, what's your thoughts and opinions on this situation with Kandi and Todd? And the link is dropped in the chat for you guys that may have some thoughts and opinions as well. BB, the floor is yours. What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
I don't
can
know
hear
if I
you.
was connected. Okay. Um, like I was saying, quick thought. I think that um, when you work together and are together, that can be really exhausting on a relationship because everyone needs their space. They
Mm-hmm.
need space, they need time, and people think that, oh, well, no, like we love each other, we're a couple. But I think that that's a false outlook because every human needs their space. It's just like when you hear about like now all of a sudden, which is great, people are talking about like, oh yeah, I live here, my husband lives here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like people are recognizing that space is okay. My teacher told me that back in high school. Y'all know I'm an old ho from the '90s. My teacher said if I had my home on this side of the block and he had his home down the street, we'd have a perfect marriage. Now don't
Mm.
ask me why she was telling me that, but like it's real. Like we have to get out of that whole Brady Bunch mentality. Like they did all of this production together, all of this stuff, all of this, all of that, and I think it probably became too much.
Mm.
Personally, I mean that's my outlook on it. I mean, obviously, I don't have any inside scoop, but yeah, I just think that when you are too involved with each other and don't give each other that space to breathe, it makes it very difficult. Because where is your space away?
Mm. So let me ask you this.
Okay.
I'm sure you heard the tea that Jazzy dropped up here. Do you think that's true? Do you think there's some truth to it?
I'm sorry, my because I was trying to set up. So she was saying that Todd was dealing with an employee.
Yes, allegedly.
Um, I mean, I'm not above believing that at all. Like, I mean, why? And I don't see why she would come to the live and lie.
Yeah, no, no, no. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
I mean, it's
telling you.
unfortunate
Yeah.
because it's like, why are you shitting? What do they call it? I'm sorry. Um, yeah, you don't shit where you sleep. So why would you be touching an employee? You got the
Mm-hmm.
whole Atlanta to fool around with. That sounds crazy to me. That you
Mm-hmm.
dealing with somebody from damn old lady gang. That sounds crazy to me, especially at Todd's big age. Todd is not 25, but you know the straights. I'm just saying,
But Scotty, I would could also agree with
lazy
What BB said. Like I could
and
also agree with him
not as
with what
well
he
thought out
said. Yeah.
ever.
Okay, y'all. Let's let Tracy give her point of view. We gonna be up here, y'all, for another 18 minutes. So you guys got like 18 minutes to come up here and say your piece, and then we're gonna be up out here because Bill Collector come on in less than an hour. So we wasn't expecting this story to come out today, but we here. So Tracy, first of all, thank you for coming up. And what do
Of
you have to
course.
say about this? And what's your take on this tea that Miss Jazzy done dropped up here, allegedly?
Well, I initially, I I don't know. This caught me off guard. I'm gonna be honest.
Just wanted to say thanks for the
Um,
platform, Scotty. I don't know if Tracy's ready yet.
can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I think that it could be possible of what Jazzy said. And can I maybe it was, I ain't gonna say that. But I just say I seen certain things with certain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now that she brought that to my attention, when she said that, it made me think about something from a previous something, and I don't know. It could be true. It could be true. I want to say no so bad because I love Ken, but it could be possible. Or they could have just grown apart. They could have just grown apart. But they both, only reason why I'm not, it could, only reason why I feel like it could be possible because I know a lot of people don't believe in astrology, but I do. And a Taurus and a Leo can work, but everybody want to be right. I live in a house with two of them. I'm a Taurus. My kid's dad is a Taurus. I mean, my kid's dad is a Leo. So I live with a whole bunch of Leos, and we bump heads a lot because I know I'm right, he right, and over time things just change. People grow apart. It's just like, yeah, I don't know how much more of this I can take. So it could have been they just grown apart and maybe not nothing dealing with nobody else. So that's why I said I don't know. It's hard to process. I don't know. But I did notice something with what she said, so it could be possible. That's the only thing I'm saying. I ain't gonna give too much.
Oh,
I put it in
girl, I
I
wanted
put
to
it in the
know.
thing because because if I said people gonna know what I'm they're gonna know.
That's the point we want to know, girl.
Okay, I'll just say it. Okay, so the person that you interviewed from the when when the show was on, it just kind of sort of felt like maybe could have been something there, but I don't know.
Let's say allegedly, because I don't want a problem.
Allegedly. I'm sorry, allegedly. But that's why I believe it could be possible. You get what you get what I'm throwing down, right?
Yeah, I hear you, honey. I do.
Maybe go back and review a few episodes and see.
Now you're gonna make me go to Peacock.
But yeah, it could happen. It could be possible, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I honestly don't know. So,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, well, first off, shout out to my mama because she up in here somewhere. Because she had just said in the comments, my mama was just like, she said, "Hey, my sunshine. I just remember I brought up Todd today because me and my mother was on the phone for like 2 hours today, and she did bring up Todd for whatever reason. I don't know what we were talking about Todd about, but she did bring him up. Okay, I think it's Kakila78. The rest of you guys can stay up. We're gonna let the new the one that just came up. If I said it right, Kakila78. You have the floor. What's your thoughts?
Can you hear me, Scotty?
Yes, I can.
Okay, how everybody doing?
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Everybody's good.
Okay, I'm gonna be short and sweet. Okay. Listen, I always knew Todd never liked Kandi. I'm sorry, I always knew that. He's from my hood. He's from the Bronx. They're no good. I saw the game coming before me and Mama Joyce saw it. I did. I saw it from the beginning. I don't care what I saw what he was trying to do. He wasn't into Kandi like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I never thought he was into Kandi like that. I thought he liked her. I never thought he liked her, but he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't into her. He saw her as an opportunity. And that's how a lot of guys from up here, that's exactly how they are. They look to go down south to scheme, especially Atlanta, on successful women. That's like a whole game for them down there, especially like Atlanta, Houston, and it's been going on for years. It's been going, and he hit the jackpot. That's exactly what I think. I also think, I know people gave Mama Joyce a bad rap, but I saw sometimes your mama could see what you can't see.
That is true.
You understand what I'm saying? Your mama could see what you can't see. You know how your mama be like, I don't like your friend.
Me and my mother were just talking about that earlier today. We were literally talking about that. My mother brought up something that we talked about years ago, and she said, I remember when I told you that the little hooker wasn't your friend and you didn't want to listen to me. And I was like, oh Lord, why you bring it up? Oh shit. But you was right.
But your mama could see stuff. Everybody was always on Mama Joyce, and I was like, she could see it. I could see it. I don't know if it's because I know the type of games the dudes play up here, but I saw it. I was like, oh, he think he's slick. Then I heard, but through the grapevine, because like I said, he's from around the same area as me. He was going around talking about her like she was a lick when they was dating. And I was like, what? Yes, he was. Yes, this is when they was dating. He was talking about her to people because he had people he was messing with up here, but he was like, oh no, it's a good look. I'm trying to get my foot in the door with entertainment. That's what he was telling people. Oh, and also, I'm gonna also say this: when I was living in Atlanta, this was like the early 2000s. No disrespect, but I always heard that she messed with girls. Her and Tiny, allegedly. I always heard that about them.
Well, she did say she has admitted that she messed with girls, so we can confirm.
Yeah, like allegedly. But I always known them two. That I'm talking about. This is the early 2000s. That's what the talk was. That they like women. So when I seen them with men, it kind of like. It threw me off a little bit, not more so Tiny, but her, because it was always known that she was that. And I was like, oh, okay. She going back to, well, I mean, I guess, they both did back and forth, but that was the talk. And also the talk was, if she do get with a dude, I'm telling you, this was, because I was in and out the clubs back then. I was living down there. She take care of dudes. That was Marlo was not lying about that either. That was always the talk, that she was a sugar mama. So I
Mm.
know Todd heard that.
Well. Okay. Okay. Too feisty. Too feisty. You're next. I know
Okay,
you got
y'all.
it.
Good night.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you, Scotty.
All right.
Scotty, are you muted?
No.
Ooh,
Okay.
thank God. Thank God I ain't from the Bronx.
Since where you at, Feisty? Anyway,
Ooh, thank God I ain't from the
this is what I
Bronx. Y'all
gotta
talk
say,
about the
y'all.
Bronx so bad. God dang.
I don't know if Payne can hear us.
We can hear him pick good.
Wait,
I
Yeah,
don't know why he
I
can't
we
hear
can
can't
us.
hear
hear you,
him.
so I'm gonna drop out. I'm gonna come back.
Okay. Go ahead,
I'm
Feisty.
so glad I ain't from the Bronx. Thank God. Because every time y'all talk about the Bronx, y'all talk about the Bronx like it's the jungle. God dang.
I am from East Point. I know Candy. Well, come on up, child.
I guess.
Go
Hold on.
ahead,
First of all,
Feisty.
before we do anything, hey, Mr. Lyric, how you
Girl, don't be
doing?
coming up here on my platform speaking to damn lyric, okay?
I just wanted to check on him. That's my boy. I love Mr. Lyric.
Girl, you can check on him in the comments. Go
And
ahead.
Mr. Lyric, I totally understand how you feel
Girl,
because
you will get dropped.
Scotty was supposed to
What
call me too,
You
and he
will
is
get
didn't.
dropped.
going on?
Scotty was supposed to call me too, and he never, he never called me like he said he was gonna call
Feisty.
me.
Girl,
Oh my
keep
god.
it on Candy and Todd. This is not to talk about Scotty by nature. You here to talk about Candy and Todd. So leave it at Candy and Todd.
I just want to say,
Just come up here
first of all,
talking
hey
shit.
Frank, hey my baby,
Hey, beautiful. How you doing?
I'm good. See, now he done turned the damn camera off. See
Girl, that's because I
y'all see
got up to put
firsthand
some,
how Scotty.
girl, I got
Y'all
up
see
to
how
put
he got
on some
upset? Okay.
pants. I
I
got
just
up
want
to
to
put on
say
pants.
they was doing from the start.
Oh my god.
Everybody knows it. It was doing from the start. This relationship. I think the only reason why they lasted as long as they did was just to prove they could do it because everybody was counting them out, but rightfully so. I just think it's just very many indicators that it just wasn't a good fit. And not to say that they didn't love each other and that they, didn't want to be together, but I can still remember the wedding special, even them getting into it the night before the wedding over the prenup. That messed up prenup she had that man signed. That was a terrible
What?
prenup. So,
I'm gonna tell you.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you when I saw the countdown start. The countdown started when all the girls were meeting after that bedroom brawl thing, and then Candy was talking about I'm a hot bitch, and that's when the countdown started. It was like, okay, she had to prove all these niggas wrong for as
Yep.
long as she could, and then like she put on a brave face, but I'm like, God
They
damn,
gave it their
Candy.
best shot. They did. They gave it
They
their best shot.
really
They lasted a
did.
lot longer than I would have thought. But I also think it was not necessarily because they're doing well, but more so because they were determined to just
Prove
be
motherfuckers wrong.
together. And despite all the, naysayers, as opposed to like being together because they want to be together. But when it comes down to it, they had a lot of odds stacked up against them, namely that mama.
And
Namely
I'm
that
like,
mama,
if they would have opened up the relationship, would they still be together right now? Like, if
their
they would have
relationship is
just
open.
so so was this nigga just like creeping?
Why you think it was him?
I know it was both of them, but like I was just
Their
like,
relationship been open to me. Well, okay, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna just admit my bias. I don't buy into that open relationship bullshit. I'm gonna just be real, be
oh.
honest with you. I'm not an open relationship type of girl. Nah, this is not me judging everybody. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I just don't think it works well when you can't commit fully to somebody without opening a relationship. I just don't see it that way. But y'all do what y'all want to do. Don't take this as a shot. However, I just think the fact that they were always bringing somebody into their bedroom every other day, I think it was indicative of they were being unsatisfied with each other. Every other day was somebody new coming into the mix. I just think there was a lot of indicators that they weren't doing as well as they wanted. They most people will assume just because you've been together for a long time don't mean the relationship is successful.
And ain't nobody judging Kandi for eating a little box every now and then.
You
You
do what
know,
you
it's
want to do,
all
baby.
good, girl. Do your thing. You know what
When
I'm saying?
Roxanne say Scotty put face in the place,
Yes.
put a
Praise
little
his
face in the place. You
name.
do listen. You do what you want to do, but I just think just a lot of pressure. I think the not pay disparities, but the income level, and to be clear, Todd ain't no brokey. Todd is a hardworking man. He has a very impressive resume as a producer, very seasoned in the industry before he met Kandi. So this is not the shit on Todd, but the pay between the two of them, I think there were certain things that Kandi did that emasculated him. I'm never gonna forget the situation with the prenup the night before the wedding, and also the mama. The mama, like the issues with her and the family, put a lot of pressure on them that you really can't go into a relationship with an unstable foundation and expect it to last a long time. And Kandi had a very hard time putting boundaries in place when it came to their relationship and protecting it and protecting Todd. And he had to take a lot of L's, you know? And I'm pretty sure Todd has his stuff too. I just think, like I said, they just had a lot of odds stacked up against them. So, you know, when it came down to it, they gave it their best shot. I'm not even judging them for breaking up. They gave it their best shot. They had some successful businesses together. They did some really great things together. These Tony nominations. They
Yeah,
had some great
yeah.
shows together. The restaurants, although they're closed, it's hard launching a
Hold on,
restaurant.
wait. All of them is closed?
I think most of them are closed.
The only one that's open is the OLG out this way. That's the one that's open. But I don't
Yep.
think Blaze is still open. And I think the the main what is it? The main location for OLG is not open, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, they had successful businesses together. They've gotten Tony nominations. Then they just have this highest grossing show on Broadway or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that, highest
yeah.
debut. They
Jake
did that
Gyllenhaal and
together.
Denzel Washington, yeah.
Two beautiful kids. They had a really great run. A really great run. So, you know, good for them. I do think he's gonna sweep up in a divorce despite that prenup though. Cause yep, that we all know he spent the majority of his time with them kids. Candy about to have to come off that child support.
Shit.
She can just give up the goose. She's
That's
coming off of that money
hard.
for him. But
Mhm.
you know, they did the best they could, y'all. I really just came up here to mess with Scotty. Scotty, when you gonna call me?
Did I not respond to your message when you wrote me? Or did you not look at it?
Did you call me when you responded, or did
I
you
didn't have
text
to
me when you
call you.
responded?
I responded to
Look at
ask
his
you your
face. He want to
You
question.
told me you were gonna
fight.
call me though, and you did not.
And I haven't had time to call you, ma'am. That's why I text you.
Notice how you didn't answer the question. You got defensive and leaned into the camera instead of telling me when
AB,
you was
what
gonna
you
call
gotta
me.
say, AB? Because
Okay.
I'm not here for
Okay.
show
You have
today.
got to
Let
stop
me
treating me and
talk.
Mr.
Let
Lyric
me
like
talk
this.
about it. I've been knowing Kandi since I was a little girl.
Ooh.
Kandi and my older brother actually dated.
Mm.
I knew her. I knew AJ. If you guys remember AJ, I knew AJ's child's mother as well. AJ was who Kandi really, really wanted. AJ was
Amen.
somebody, yeah, AJ was somebody that put her in her place.
Ooh, not in her place.
Todd couldn't do that. Todd could not do that at all. And so I feel like if she was, doing, because I done seen Tasha K come for Kandi and she done said that Kandi was playing in Todd's booty or whatever. But
Hold up. Wait, what?
yes. Y'all
Now
got
that's so
to go
damn
to her
weird. Why
video.
would you now?
First of all, Tasha K is messy.
She's so damn weird.
It's messy. But in Atlanta, if you've been anywhere and like seen Todd out on his own, Todd has a wandering eye. He has a loose wandering eye.
You said
So
loose.
it's loose. It's real loose.
Everything is alleged up here, everybody. Everything is alleged. I don't want no problems. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, allegedly. It's loose and it wanders everywhere. It be up, down, all around.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just serious. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't surprise me that this marriage didn't work. Mainly because the finances. I knew that finances was gonna come into play at some point. Y'all ain't that big of a power couple like y'all think y'all are, first off. And it was just like I said, Todd can't be trusted, man. Todd cannot.
This hoe ass bitch here.
Just saying. I know how, but I'm just
No, not
saying.
you. Not you. I'm talking about
Oh.
Not you,
Tim.
baby. Not you, baby. You good.
But go
I was
ahead.
just saying. I don't. He too short for me, but yeah, he is.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, before we get up out of here, before we go, Too Feisty, I need for you to get it off.
Me?
Yes, because I see you in the comments trying to play with me, trying
Let's go. Let's go.
to commiserate with lyric in the comments, and I
First of all,
really
don't worry
don't
about what kind of bun
appreciate it.
me and Mr. Lyric got. Don't worry about what kind
Get
of bun me and him
it.
got.
Girl,
Get
don't
it
be up
all
in
for him.
don't be over there trying to commiserate with lyric just to spite me, because that's all you ever do. See, the support be fake, y'all, because she likes to fucking to spite me. She loves
Now
to
you a
spite me.
victim. Not you being a victim tonight.
I'm a big one, a big victim today, a big one.
Victim by nature. I'm trying to bond. I'm trying to bond with a good, upstanding man, and you giving me heat about it. I just don't understand. Everything can't be about you.
Cause you full of shit just like he is. Both of y'all need an enema. Both of y'all.
This is exactly
Oh
what I'm talking
shit.
about.
Wait,
This is exactly this is
what
why
is
I feel your day
happening?
like
Both
I
of y'all.
you was so glad I came. I started not to come up here, but you just looked so miserable. I said I'm gonna come up here and talk to Scotty.
Oh girl, the narcissism. The narcissism, honey.
And
The
you was so excited
narcissism.
to be up here messing with me. I see you. Okay, I
Girl.
ain't finna play with Scott. I'm finna go. Hey, I love
Girl,
you,
the
man.
narcissism is too much. The
Thank
narcissism.
you, Mr. Lyric.
Don't
Y'all
nobody
got
care
it.
nothing about what Lyric is talking about, honey, but you. Don't nobody give a damn. No one cares, honey. No one cares. But is there anything? Oh, everybody gone now. But y'all, that's about it. I had fun talking to y'all, honey. I really did. I really enjoyed myself up here with you guys. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Is that it? Yeah, I enjoyed myself up here with y'all, and all that. Oh, Jazzy is back one more time. Jazzy, you have any final words? But no, she's gone again. Okay, but that's about it, you guys. I'm about to get myself ready for Bell Collective, because that comes on in about 40 some minutes and shit. So I'm gonna see you guys on the other side, and my prayers go out to Kandi and Todd. I really hate that they in the situation that they in and all that other good jazz. Well, that ain't no good jazz, but all that other shit. You feel what I'm saying? I really, really hate that. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, relationships start, sometimes they end. You know, things like that. Sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. You know, that's just the truth of the matter. And I really hate that for them. But hey, you know, it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But I definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching. And like I said, I'll see you guys later for Bell Collective. For those of you that are brand new to the platform, if you haven't already, gone on and subscribe to my channel. For my moderators that's in the building, go ahead and share the link to Stylish TV. That is the platform that will be airing the web reality show that I'm on called The Scene ATL. Continue to watch me for more information about the show. The show comes out on December the 9th. The trailer should be shown. Y'all should be seeing the trailer by Thanksgiving. Y'all should be. But with that being said, you guys, Feisty, I will call you once I get these phones together, child. I'm trying to transfer information from my old phone to my new phone, so just give me a minute. But with that being said, y'all, I am out of here. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later for Bill Collective. Bye, y'all. See you soon.